Hello you guys, hey, welcome back. I'm using this video for KFC version of Blitzwing. I forgot the actual name of the KFC version of Blitzwing right off the top of my head. I'll put it on the screen, but this is the one that I'm using this as a placeholder. I'm waiting for 3 items to come to me in the mail this week or next week. They're a little long in transit, and I wanted to use a video for a placeholder. And I said, hey, we haven't talked about Blitzwing in a while. This is, I have, of course, the KFC version of Octane as well here. And since I can't think of his name either, I'll put it on the screen as well. Just to, as a placeholder, like I said, to just discuss something until some of my newer items arrive. Blitzwing, I'll give a little view. I have them on stands right now, and all we're going to talk about is the KFC version of Blitzwing right now. And we're going to do the look and the feel, and then as I transform them quickly to all the modes, I'll talk about each of these. I first start talking about, and I just wanted something for a reference here with Octane, just something to share the screen with them. The KFC version of Blitzwing, as I'm looking at the plain mode now, I'll deal with the plain mode because that's what the mode it was in when he was on the shelf. I'll make this as quick as possible. These are stickers I got from Toy Hacks on them right now as well. And I really want to get to the feel, but I'll talk about the look. The reason why I like this look, I used to have the DX9 Jawalt version. It was my first, one of my first masterpieces I ever bought, actually, 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer. I liked Jawalt. It was well made, the DX9 version, and not only was it well made, it was well. To me, it did a good job transforming into all the different modes: the plane, the tank, the bot mode. I think it looked good in all. I think the plane mode looked the most off to me, even though the colors on the tank mode were a little, not going to be G1 accurate. I thought the plane mode was the most off because it did not look like the G1 cartoon version of Blitzwing like this one did, which is why I traded it out. This one, as far as look is concerned, looks really good. It looks more G1 accurate with the dual wings. I really like that. I don't know if there's ever a jet that existed that had dual wings like this, but I really like the dual wings. And as you see, it doesn't really hold up underneath, with part of the tank showing. But I think as far as cartoon accuracy, and there's some places here that doesn't look quite like the, colorations on the top fins and stuff. But this is decorated up with stickers. It doesn't look, but it looks as far as the look, it looks the most accurate we have to Blitzwing. So as far as the look section is concerned, for this mode, I think this was the best offering out there. So for this mode, I'm gonna do a feel. And mechanics, I'm gonna do a look and a feel for all modes, and then the mechanics will be the very last. Just how it articulates and so to speak, and then just a general synopsis on its transformation. During this vid, I'll put some other bots down just to give more size clarification with it. Just something to stand next to. I wanted to get to the feel real quick on this because this is where this runs into issues. The feel on this Blitzwing is very unsteady. It's so weighty. In the plane mode, it is, oh my goodness, it's so weighty from here on down. It's very, I guess the best way to say it is very unbalanced. This is not a very well balanced figure, to say the least. Even probably the most balanced mode is the tank mode. The plane mode doesn't feel balanced. The alt mode, when we get there, won't look balanced. It'd be okay, but it'd be very top heavy. And then as far as the tank mode, it's probably the most violent, tank. You can't go wrong with tank. It's gonna look, it's rolling on tracks. I mean, fake tracks, but it's rolling. It's not gonna look bad on tracks. But as far as the feel is concerned, it's a heavy bot. It feels like it's made with, I guess I should say, solid materials, but it does not, to me, hold up as far as the build of and how they place and use the materials. It's not a well-balanced figure, to say the least. It won't even balance well. As you saw my first pick, it was when I put it on the stand, it was, it's not balanced to where it's just going to stay up. Or I can, of course, these kind of stands don't alternate. They put them up, they're going to be in one position anyway. But when you put this on a stand, it's not going to be, straight at all. And this guy is leaning back on his heaviest part, period. So, yeah, there he is. Blitzwing, whoa, is a triple chainer that to me I thought caused the most chaos. He went around, he changed fast to each mode. He can cause chaos. He can be very effective, I guess, in his own element when the time comes. But for the most part, I think he was the one, when it came to the new season, that stood against Galvatron, and Galvatron kind of outcasted him. I was always disappointed in the episode where Octane took over, that he was the main character in the episode where he was trying, I think it was Starscream's ghost. He was trying to just survive on his own, and that should have been Blitzwing's episode. They made it into Octane's episode. They could still use Octane if they had just kept Blitzwing's character in there. I think he deserved, it would have been good for the season 3 to keep things in line with the previous seasons, and season 3 did a very poor job of remembering that the former characters that have passed away. I think G.I. Joe had to learn from that, and G.I. Joe said, "Hey, we're not going to make the same mistakes Transformers made. We're going to make sure we keep all our characters, because people are sentimental to our characters, and they love their original characters." So, not placing him in the episode that he should have been in was a big mistake. But either way, Octane's a good character, but we're not really focusing on him today. So let's get to all the other mode. I guess tank mode next, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back. Had to transforming this into tank mode, as you saw. This mini transformation. Usually I do transformation during mechanics mode, but this is a little different situation with a triple changer. I have a couple extra characters right next to Blitzwing to give him a little more scale. And to address the elephant in the room, if it's there at all, this is not G1 accurate, but it's a good tank. It's a good feeling tank. I mean, I'm really on the looks. Sorry. As far as looks is concerned, it doesn't look like the G1 counterpart to me too much at all. This portion here with this part next to the turret, the front of it doesn't have the head sticking out like on the G1, but you can see more of the, I don't know, where a person would be inside of the tank. Of course, these don't look like G1 at all. It's 5 here. I only see 4, and then a couple little gears or notches. It's 5. I guess those are there, but there's 4 on the G1 cartoon. There's 5 here. It just doesn't look like Blitzwing, but it still looks better than Jawalt. Jawalt transforms better. It's more balanced. It's really a better made. As far as build, they built it better. But this one, and we'll slide a little bit into mechanics because we're just not going to come back to tank mode. There wasn't much to show on playing mode other than the way it looked. This turret goes up and down. If I can get it to go up, I guess. It's a little tight. It does go up. I don't want to break it or hurt anything. I have gotten to go up before. It wasn't much to get it to this mode, by the way. I guess it didn't go up because it wasn't fully extended, but now it's up. It was more pleasing of a tank mode look than Jawalt was, because Jawalt it really doesn't look like this at all. As I said before, Jawalt's was DX9's version of Blitzwing, and of course this is Ditka. I think I put the name of them up there before in the beginning of the video. This is KFC's version of Ditka, and you can see that DeWalt's much different. It's more colorized, more purple on the front part of DeWalt's, and the wings fold instead of folding underneath this way on KFC's. Their wings fold on the back part of the tank toward the back, and it's colorized, and the colors are all over the place. But to me, DeWalt's it's a better version of Blitzwing. The reason why I got this one, I got it at a discount. It was on sale somewhere. It might have been TF Stores. It might have been Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know. I don't have it right in front of me. But I got it because it's on discount. I was tired of the look of DeWalt, even though I really did like the bot overall. But it just seemed like I said, let me just try. They said they fixed the ankles. The ankles aren't too fixed, just to give you a little spoiler. Because this one came with the ankle. There's an ankle problem in bot mode. We're not there yet, but there's an ankle problem in bot mode. And when we get there, we'll test it. But either way, it was having trouble where they have replacement. So when I bought this, I said, well, I doubt this will come with the fix already in it. I didn't know if they would do it or not. So I ordered new ankle brackets or whatever those were to fix the bend, to try to hold up its weight in bot mode. And then when I got this, I saw that it was already applied. So I have an extra in case I need them, I guess. But when that new one comes out from Fans Toys, I think I probably will be trading up then anyway. You can see the little scale here in tank mode. I didn't really show a scale in plain mode, but I figured, since I have X-Transbots Motor Master and Fans Toys Astral Train and their alt modes, I figured they'd be a good scale comparison. So right now I'm gonna get over to the bot mode. There's really not a whole lot to show in tank. All this rotates around. You guys seen videos on this. It's been out for a while, and it's a good rendition of Blitzwing in tank mode. I don't have any major issues with it. I think it's a cool tank mode for the most part. I never know really how to position these in the jet and the tank mode, the engines. I'm not really sure. But either way, we'll get over to bot mode, and then we'll see what comes of that. Ditka's up in his bot mode. Looks like I might have to fix a little emblem here, which is no problem. I can replace that one if I desire to. There's plenty to talk about here. I'm gonna try not to talk about too much for KFC's version of Blitzwing. I got some, Fans Toy sludge here and DS Starscream on the right, just to give us some scale comparison here. I might have to lift my camera up just to give a little better scale comparison. Just so you guys can see it's a big boy, KFC Ditka, pretty big boy. And he's probably, I wish I had Astral Train transformed up, but I don't. But he's a big guy here next to Dinobot Sludge. The Sludge is a good head and a half taller than him, and Starscream is, and this is, scale that I'm definitely comfortable with. As far as the look of the guy, you can't beat it. I mean, it's the best look of Blitzwing out there. It really does great with the G1 look of Blitzwing. This one is definitely more decoed up. I got some stickers on it as well, but even this kind of matches the triangles here on the right and left side of the shoulders. And even half, I don't know, it's square on the pick. Oh, so it's more like of an octagon or something that's just not fully filled in. Maybe a six-sided figure. I'm not really sure. These two right here. But, stickers aside, of course, it's a very plain look on G1. Stickers aside, it really does a great job of representing Blitzwing, and that's probably why I got it. I just wanted a more stronger representation of Blitzwing. They try to confiscate for the knee issue. I'm not going to get deep into that, but there was a knee issue there, and this one came with the knee replacements. I looked into it, and they matched, and I said, okay, they did it for me. So I don't like this flippy thing. It's very poor build when that comes. They try to give it extended feet. I think it's in the original release, but it doesn't help. It does stand okay, but it's top heavy to the extreme. It's just not going to do right unless you position and bend the legs. Sound like what I was saying about Gigapower Sludge. You really couldn't never get it to stand straight on its own. For the hands, back then, I'm just pointing out things that I see right off. The hands, they're not the greatest hands. The hands fans toys and that come out recently, even the fans toy sludge here, the hands are so much better, individually articulated. These are the old style KFC hands, and they're very poor. They're very weak as far as, you know, they were good for the time, but they're not good anymore. You know, DS Star Screen's got better fingers than that. You know, they just stiffer, and they come, you can push them together better. But their hands, you know, I appreciate the fact they made them individually articulated. As far as the feel of this figure, it's heavy top, like I already said before. The legs, not enough to support the top. It's just not enough. This guy will fall over. You do have to position him right. It's a constant balance. Even when I did animation with him, it wasn't so bad. I guess I've just seen worse figure, like even a small figure like X-Transpot's Ollie. They're supposed to have a new version coming out, and I'm just like, you guys, good luck. Please remake the figures. Why even bother? That figure to me is a failure. I'm sorry for anyone that's listening to me. It's just my opinion. It may not be yours. You like to look at it. If you like it on your shelf, that is great. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's why I got it on my shelf over there. You might be able to see it if I duck. You know, Fans Toys Ollie over there, right there by Sandstorm and in front of Hot Rod. But still, I don't condone that figure at all. Let me try to push this back so I can get a better full view of this. But overall, I'm pleased with it. The replacement I did for DX9 Ditka, I feel like at the time, I was just ready for something new. I just got this one probably about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I had not Ditka, I had the Fans Toys DX9 Jawalt, I keep saying that wrong, for several, 3-4 years there. And, you know, it was good to trade up. I just wanted something different. It was time. And now the next round is just to wait for Fans Toys to come out with theirs. So, these problems with the knees and the mechanics, and basically we got already into the mechanics of the figure when we transformed it and all that stuff. So I do apologize for not broadcasting that before I got into it. But really, you know, to continue on with the mechanics, you can't do a whole lot with this guy unless you unplug it from the shoulder blade, which I don't really like doing. You know, you can see that it still pops. It's an older figure. It still pops apart. If I unplug it from the shoulder blade, that means I have to unplug the back. I don't want to do all this because everything kind of connects together all in one, which makes the figure outdated. We need figures that we can manipulate and move and bend and twist. I'm surprised this even has a minimal twist on it as far as a waist twist. And you can still move this up, and you can move it out. If you open this blade up, I'm sure you can move this up and out. I could be wrong. Let me see if I can test it. No, I'm wrong. I don't think you can move that up and out. I think it's pretty much up and down with that. The legs can go up to a certain degree and go back to a certain degree and come out pretty good. But, you know, it's an older figure. I'm not expecting a lot. The look of it is great. It's spot on with Blitzwing. And at least this mode is the best. It's the strongest of the look modes. The tank and the ship mode it comes a little bit lacking, but I think I like the second best would be the plain mode. So that's one of the reasons why I got it as well. So final thoughts. I'm not gonna do price. I think I'm just waiting for the Fans Toys release. I'm waiting for something to come out to relieve me of this. And as I said, I did this review as a filler while I'm waiting for some other figures to come in. I thought it would be a good one. No one has talked about this in a while either, kind of like my Blur video. I hope you got something out of it. Comparably to I didn't really do a comparison to DX9 Jawalt. Is not, as you can see, very tune accurate as well as him. But honestly, Jawalt's the better figure. Jawalt transforms better. Jawalt, there's some things Jawalt does that this one cannot do. It's fully articulative. And this guy is simply got the look, but none of the major qualities that collectors look for, especially these days. So you guys, thanks for listening to my mumblings. Just trying to get something in before the week starts, and hopefully this was a little bit of a throwback and just some fun to review. So you guys, until next time, take care. You guys, hope you start off with a very blessed week.
You said I'm stopping and I never give in.